Belgian indie pop with a dash of melancholy cool. You're watching Encore, and that's what's coming up on this week's music show. Girls in Hawaii aren't girls, nor are they from Hawaii, but their music takes listeners on a journey. Today it's brought them to Paris, where the six-piece are playing a sold-out show. Band members Antoine and François are here in the studio. Antoine and François from Girls in Hawaii, thank you for being here today. Dakalamal.
Yeah.
Your latest album is called Nocturne. Are you night owls?
I wouldn't say so. Maybe we've been
used to be,
owls, yeah, like 10 years ago, but we're getting old. So no, but night.
Oh, come on, you know.
It's always been an inspiration for us, you know. But we don't go that much anymore, if that's what you were asking.
It's been nearly 15 years since the group's first album. Your sound has evolved over the course of 4 studio records.
Yep.
How important is it to reinvent yourselves?
It's pretty important. I mean, it's really what we try to achieve every time we make a record. You know, Girls in Hawaii is really about songs and melodies and all, but on every record we try to explore new ideas sonically, you know, and that's, I think, very important to us.
Also for our personal interest, just to get not to get bored of music. It's always nice to have some new sounds, instruments, and some new ways to do it. It's not really fun to redo exactly the same thing twice. So.
Of course, got to keep trying something new.
Yeah.
Well, let's take a listen to a track off your latest album. This is Guinea Pig.
You gave me some advice, so I owe you now. It must be hard for you to lend me this golden sky. Infinite desert, you show me now where are the smiles and laughs again.
Now that clip is sort of like a sequel, if I've understood correctly, to the video for your previous single, Walk.
Absolutely.
Both of those videos are pretty out there. Walk especially, which we're seeing right now, is somewhat disturbing, guys. Where do these left field ideas come from?
Well, actually, we decided to work with a Belgian artist called Marine Dricot, and she's pretty, you know, special. And we gave her carte blanche, basically, and we told her, you know, we really want to work with you, and do you think? So she sent in a scenario, and we thought, well, let's go for it. Let's make this puppet, let's make it alive. And but yeah, it turned out pretty weird, and I think
it is just a puppet. Thanks for reassuring me.
From the beginning,
it looks so lifelike.
Yeah, from the beginning she said that our band was a bit too clean for her, and she wanted to make it a bit dirtier. So
oh, that's interesting.
That was the idea. Yeah.
So what did you have to do to sort of convince her to? If she said it's too clean, your sound.
No,
is too clean.
she really wanted to work with us. She liked the band, but she just thought that our image was a bit clean, and she thought it was funny to make a bit dirtier.
Yeah.
So.
Okay.
And we thought it was really funny, so to.
Indeed. Antoine, your brother Dennis, the band's original drummer, passed away in 2010. You then took some time out thinking it was all over. How did you find the strength to keep going as a band?
At first we stopped everything for 2 years, I think, something like that. And but at that time I just wanted to start again to play music for myself at first, and then I rented a house in the countryside for 1 year, and I just spent time there and start to work on new songs. And after a while, I just sent demos to Lionel, my best friend, which is also writing in the band, and And yes, so it really started like that. Yeah.
I suppose music is healing as well.
Yeah, yeah,
absolutely,
yeah.
absolutely.
Now, many francophone bands sing in English these days, that's what I'm trying to say. In your case, is it more than just wanting to connect with a wider audience?
Yes, well, I think we couldn't sing in French. Really, all our music culture is spoken in English, you know, so it would be really weird. I mean, I think it's very difficult to write in French, as weird as it may sound. It's like, what do you...
Even though it's your native language?
Yeah, yeah.
It's difficult.
It's cool for
But we've been listening
to
English bands for, or American bands for...
English speaking.
Yeah.
Now, Belgium is known for its thriving independent music scene. What is it about the country? Is there something in the water or the waffles, perhaps?
No idea. I think in Belgium we're at the crossroads between different cultures, and from an early age you're exposed to foreign languages, different music, art. I think, yeah, we're very small at the same time, but in the middle of Europe, you know, not far from Paris, not far from London, not far from Germany. So yeah, I think that makes us special, and many people ask us what makes Belgium so different.
What is it about Belgium?
Yeah,
right.
What is it about Belgium, and why do so many bands go abroad and have success? Well, I don't really know, but I think it has to do with that sort of melting pot, you know.
Now, you've said that the band's name, Girls in Hawaii, is like an invitation to a journey. Obviously, for guys from Belgium, I guess Hawaii is pretty exotic. What's the most exotic journey you've been on?
I think...
Iceland? With Girls in Hawaii?
China.
China
was
China
a bigger cultural...
You did some gigs in China?
Yeah, we did. It was 4 years ago when we were preparing the Everest tour, our previous record. And yeah, we were invited to play 3 gigs in China, and that was a crazy, crazy experience. We had absolutely no idea what we would find there. And, you know, usually when I go abroad, I always learn a little bit of, you know, the language. And then I had, I don't know, like 1 day to learn the basics of Chinese, and it was like, what, this is never going to happen.
This is never going to happen. Mandarin is, it's a difficult language.
This is really, really special.
Well, I feel for you. I mean, you were trying to teach me how to say hello in Flemish off air, and it's difficult.
It's pretty tough, and I mean, even culturally, we realized when we got there, we were in a pretty small city for China, but it was 11 million people, so it's as big as Belgium, you know.
Wow.
And I think people are not really used to seeing Europeans, and when you walk the street, people stop and they wave at you, and you're like, okay, okay,
well,
all right.
It was quite the experience.
Yeah,
Great
it was
experience.
great. It was great.
Right.
And people, you know, they've never listened to the Beatles. They don't know anything about Western music. They don't even speak one word of your language. So it's pretty weird. They have this big monoculture that we don't have. It's the exact contrary of Belgium, you know, where from an early age I said you're exposed to so many different things. There's just, okay, China, here we are. And it was a great experience, really.
Fantastic. Right, let's take a quick spin through the week's music news now. Rock icons U2 are releasing their long-awaited 14th studio album, Songs of Experience. Intended to be a sequel to 2014's Songs of Innocence, the band's latest offering is classic U2, bursting with headbangers and catchy melodies made for stadium sing-alongs. The record was delayed and rejigged, evolving into something darker and more political after the Brexit vote and the election of US President Donald Trump. Let's take a look at The Blackout. Also creating music with political overtones is R&B singer-songwriter Miguel on War and Leisure. The crooner says the new album reflects what life feels like right now and aims to be a symbol of positivity and creativity despite strife in the world today. After dropping the slinky track Skywalker featuring Travis Scott, the latest single I Told You So features sun-dappled dance scenes spliced with images conveying chaos and unrest. Let's roll the clip. And finally, American rockers OK Go are known for their impressive Grammy Award-winning music videos. Their latest effort pulls out all the stops, or rather printers, 567 of them, and countless reams of paper were used to create a rainbow-coloured feast for the eyes for the new single Obsession. The band, however, assures fans that all of the paper was later recycled. We'll leave you with a clip. Once again, thank you very much to our guests Antoine and François from Girls in Hawaii. Thank you so much for your time. Catch the band on tour here in France, but also across Europe, and pick up their album Nocturne, which is out now. Catch up with past music shows on our website and stay in touch on social media. Keep it right here on France 24.
It's Obsession.